Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. We all know that MAINA NJENGA his case was concluded or rather dismissed yesterday. We also know that MAINA NJENGA issued a statement the moment he came out of the court, and after that court there were a lot of supporters, and by the way, that was somewhere around the Nakuru law courts. So I want to take you through some reaction here from NTV Kenya tweet, and NTV Kenya shared a video from MAINA NJENGA. There's something that MAINA NJENGA issued here. So I want to first of all read this tweet, and this is what they say. Celebrations erupted outside the Nakuru law courts after the case against former Mungiki leader MAINA NJENGA was dismissed due to lack of evidence from the prosecution. So NTV Kenya posted this video. Just watch this video.
Tunashukuru mawakili wote ambao walifanya hiyo kazi na nyinyi pia, na tunasema Mungu awabariki, awape nguvu tupate kuendelea kila siku. Ile ningewahimiza ni kwamba tunapoendelea tuweke nchi amani, tuzingatie amani kila area, ili tuendelee na tukijua ya kwamba wale ambao walituweka katika hii makesi pia wao wako makesi, si ndio? Tunashukuru kwa sababu ya siku ya leo, mahakama, mawakili na hata nyinyi ambao mmekuja katika kikao hiki. Tunaomba amani, upendo na umoja katika nchi ya Kenya, tuweze kuwa na amani na mwongozo mwema. Tunaombea amani kwa askari wetu, wale wote waliotusaidia. Tunaomba amani.
Towards the end of MAINA NJENGA's statement, kuna kitu ametaja kwamba wale walitupatia kesi wako na makesi. So I want us to go through this statement and the reason why we think MAINA NJENGA could have found himself in this crisis, because wale walituweka kwa kesi wako na makesi. So before we get further on this, please like this video. It's so important. If you like this video, that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Wale wako na walitupatia kesi wako na makesi.
Tuendelee na tukijua ya kwamba wale ambao walituweka katika hii makesi pia wao wako makesi, si ndio?
Towards the end of last year, we all knew that MAINA NJENGA was constantly being arrested by the police. He was constantly requested to go to the DCI to record statements, and he would be detained, taken to cells, and that is what used to happen. Back then, people used to blame RIGATHI to be the person who was orchestrating all this. I remember there was a time MAINA NJENGA was supposed to have a meeting within Mount Kenya, and there was a cancellation. A lot of police were thrown all over and people were detained. I remember the Mount Kenya leaders calling out RIGATHI to be the person who was responsible for that ordeal. So that is what I want us to delve in, ladies and gentlemen, regarding this statement, and there are reaction to this move. Someone said in a reaction that I'm going to read to you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a calculated move. And this person says, let me just read it. Calculated move. He will be pro-government. They want him to influence youth to extinguish the RIGATHI effect in Mount Kenya. I agree with this statement. I look at this case dismissal for reasons lack of evidence by the prosecution to be a calculated move to try to neutralize RIGATHI in the mountain. This is coincidental in a way that the same day he is being acquitted of those charges is the same day RIGATHI is being removed as a deputy party leader. What a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. That the same day this acquittal is happening, the same day RIGATHI is being removed as a deputy party leader. So I agree with this comment, this person who has reacted, and his name is Lango Nkanga. And his ex, he says, This is a calculated move. He will be pro-government. They want him to influence youth to extinguish the Rigathi effect in Mount Kenya. I agree with this statement, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you. Just go below in the comment section and you can tell us about what you think regarding this move to acquit MAINA NJENGA. Someone here by the name Isaiah Otieno thinks that I'm relieved the case was dismissed, but let's not forget MAINA NJENGA's past actions. Justice may have been served, but we can't ignore the harm caused by Mungiki. Of course, you all know that history. There's no need to go through the history again. Now, James Karuri has a different opinion. He thinks that all this plan is carried forward by RUTO to blame Uncle Rigiji being behind MAINA NJENGA's case. Otherwise, soon you will hear Mount Kenya MP's politics concerning the case. Partly right. Okay. Someone by the name Kolo thinks that the government is smart. They will sanitize MAINA NJENGA to neutralize Rigathi in the mountain. Watch this space. It's just like the first reaction that I read, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read something randomly here. Okay, Simon Irungu thinks, so his script is to fight Rigiji. They lied to him that it was Rigiji that took him to court. So you see, if you look at all this reaction, they are pointing to one thing, that MAINA NJENGA is going to be used as a tool to neutralize Rigiji in the mountain. Just like I told you in another analysis, and I think if you follow that video, you realize that that is the position. The truth of the matter is that UDA made a mistake kicking out Rigathi Gachagua as the deputy party leader. It's a huge mistake, because what is going to follow is that Rigiji is going to leave UDA and have his own party, a party that will be a Mount Kenya party, one that he can use to negotiate in future. So for that move to be contained, the government needs someone like MAINA NJENGA, who also has a huge following amongst the youth in the mountain. The problem is it going to work to MAINA NJENGA's advantage? Let's assume that that is the reality, that MAINA NJENGA is being used by the government to fight Rigiji. Is it going to work to its advantage? Maybe the government could be finding itself again making another mistake of acquitting MAINA NJENGA, thinking that MAINA NJENGA will fight Rigathi Gachagua, only to find that Rigathi Gachagua and MAINA NJENGA are now one. But based on the statement that MAINA NJENGA released, saying that wale walituweka kwa kesi wako na makesi. As much as we think that Rigathi Gachagua was not did not receive justice, we also think that Rigathi Gachagua made mistakes. It is true, and I partly agree with some people who think that Rigathi Gachagua could have been involved to contend to fix these cases on MAINA NJENGA, because he feared the growth, the political supremacy that was being witnessed around MAINA NJENGA's influence, rather the influence of MAINA NJENGA in the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua was afraid. That is the biggest fear that Rigathi Gachagua had, if you remember last year. But he was right to be afraid, because he has ambitions. He knows that this person has the capacity to neutralize him. That is why you find that there were all other statements which he used to throw around regarding MAINA NJENGA, and what followed these statements were that there were numerous arrests. So these arrests are why people think that Rigathi Gachagua could have been behind the arrest of MAINA NJENGA. So MAINA NJENGA is going to be used by the government. That's why I've always opined sometimes in this channel that they are not permanent enemies in politics, and they are not permanent friends in politics. It's normally about interest. So at this particular juncture, where does MAINA NJENGA's interest lie in? Does it lie in around Rigathi Gachagua or around RUTO? Where? Is it within Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Where? So MAINA NJENGA is trading on a very slippery ground here, because if he goes the RUTO way, he is likely to lose a lot of support in Mount Kenya. If he goes Rigathi Gachagua's way, the government is likely to come after him. So the best way forward for MAINA NJENGA here is to go Uhuru's way, who is now like a neutral entity in this political arithmetic. Uhuru is at the center, not supporting Rigiji, not supporting RUTO. He's just there. So I think the best thing for MAINA NJENGA is to look Uhuru's way, and he will be safe there. Rigathi won't attack him, the government won't attack him. He will be a neutral person and channeling his own political direction as a neutral person. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to rest my case there. What do you think about this latest development? Just go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction on this. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.